Hi guys, we're going to solve a complex equation. Um, z squared equals 16 plus 30i, where I is the square root of minus 1, or I squared equals minus 1, and z is a complex number. So we're going to use the format, the Cartesian format, a plus bi, for the format of z, where a and b are real numbers. And I squared is equal to minus 1. So wherever you see I squared, we're going to replace it with minus 1. So let's go. We're going to solve the equation z squared equals 16 plus 30i. We let z equal a plus bi and basically substitute, expand this thing, rearrange it to the real part and the imaginary part here. There's a little I there. See here, there's a 16 without the I. So we're going to equate the real parts and the imaginary parts. That'll give us two equations. So basically we have now two equations to solve simultaneously. Now what we're going to do is we'll make b the subject of that second one. The two will cancel, so it'll be b equals 15 over a. You plug that into the first one there, do a bit of algebra, and multiply through by a squared, so you've got a quadratic in a squared. See, that's a4, that's a squared squared, and then that's an a squared there. So it's a quadratic in a squared. Now we could go u equals a squared and then go on like that, but I prefer just to leave it as it is and then just complete like use the PSF method to factorize, because this one's fairly easy. You might notice that 9 times 25 is 225, and 25 and 9 are 16 apart. So it sort of gives you a hint that it's going to be 9 and 25, the two numbers. So for those who don't know the PSF method, you take the product of the coefficient here and that one together. The sum is the middle coefficient, and these two numbers have to add up to give you the sum. So 9 minus 25 is minus 16, and 9 times minus 25 is minus 225. And then we're going to split up that middle term according to those numbers. So we split it up like that, and then factorize in pairs. So you take out the a squared here. This term here is guaranteed to be the same as that one, so you can just write it down and you can guess the number there quite easily. And then fully factorize it. Now the thing to note here is a squared plus 9 is always a positive number. It can never be 0. So you just cancel that off and you're just left with this one equal to 0, which means a is plus or minus 5. If a is minus 5, b is minus 3, and if a is plus 5, b is 3. So there are your two solutions here. So z equals a plus bi is the format. You plug those in, and its best way to express it is just like this: z equals plus or minus 5 plus 3i. And to verify, you just square it, and you should get what you started with. All good. See you later, guys. Bye.